What's up, pretty gang? It's your favorite nail tech Peaches, back with another video. And as promised, if you checked the community tab earlier, you saw that I promised this will be dropping today, how to do a 3D wound for Halloween, just in time for the week of. If you have clients that are coming in for last minute fills, I definitely recommend this. Super easy. This was my first attempt. Hopefully you guys like it. We got these Freddy Krueger themed nails going on and I absolutely love them. Okay, so before we get into it, y'all already know, follow me on social media. Make sure you guys subscribe, notifications on. And don't forget, I'm in Sacramento for those who want to book an appointment. You want to save some money? Everything is in the description linked below. My Amazon storefront is also linked below, as well as my personal page if you want to follow. And here we go. So peanut butter mousse is going to be the color that we are using for the wound. Now this is from the Not Polished Chocolate collection. Chocolate, y'all already know, if it's not polished, it's not nothing. As well as the base color, which is Pecan Crunch, something like that. Now this is on an overlay. These are her natural nails. I'll be doing a separate video highlighting that. Okay, so really what you want to do, right? I knew I wanted to do like 3 stripes. We're doing Freddy Krueger themed nails, so I was like, okay, boom, let's do the stripes. Now you want your bead to kind of be similar to how it would be if you're doing an acrylic 3D flower. Okay, the only difference is you're going to just shape this in the shape as if somebody is scratched or clawed across your nail. So I let them rest a second because I realized that if you don't, it's gonna make things a little bit harder. Okay, so I realized, okay, this is how I want them, the placement. So I'm going in with my cuticle pusher, right, that I used on her earlier, and I'm just going ahead and shaping it further, making it kind of like stippling motions to go ahead and get like jaggedness. Now I did post a watch me how to do this on Instagram, where I did the other hand, just one big gash, and I did not break out the cuticle pusher until everything was almost dry. So I would recommend that. Go ahead and watch that. It'll be posted to YouTube Shorts as well, because I did do this a little bit differently than the other one. So I did not want everything to be like one long, you know, kind of like looking like Dookie, basically. So what I did is I did everything in phases and steps. So as one thing was drying, okay, I'm going to go ahead and add another portion. I wanted to lengthen this, and I wanted to just make sure that things looked really like gash-like. There is no wrong way to do this at all. You want some areas to be more bulgy, some areas to be smoother. Yeah, honestly. So all of them are a little bit differently in length as well. The main thing I will say that you want to focus on is tapering off the ends, right? Because we don't want them all to be super thick. You do want this to be 3D, but you don't want it to be like without purpose. So you see how I'm kind of just taking my brush and I am kind of like fading and tapering away the ends. That is important. Okay, I will definitely say that if you're going for the look that I am. So, excuse me. Just like with acrylic flowers, there comes a point where it has to dry. It's not already dry yet. So what I did is took the pointed end of my cuticle pusher, and this is where I actually recommend using the cuticle pusher to go ahead and just move and shift things around, because when we go ahead with our polish in our brush, we want to be able to paint onto this and have like a really gory, just gross looking effect. So when you use the cuticle pusher, it will be towards the end when things are almost drying. This look is all about layers. Okay, so you see how like, okay, I'm moving things around. Some things are kind of like being kicked up and moved off of the nail, being more 3D. That's completely fine. I will say just stick within the realms of the shape, because this is being done after application, after shaping and all that stuff. So again, we just want this to be intentional and not look crazy. So because this was my first attempt, I was a little bit nervous. I didn't watch any tutorials or anything like that. I just knew that people had done this with acrylic. So don't be afraid to just try it on your own, right? A lot of times our own method and what works good for our brains actually works, okay? Like when we need help, it's good to watch videos if we can't quite figure something out. But, you know, give it a try. So we're not top coating or anything like I normally do. I'm going in with an old paint brush, you know, what I would use for a cleanup brush. And if you've watched my blood splatter tutorial, then you'll know the exact method I'm using. I definitely recommend you to go ahead and watch that. So I am just going ahead and mixing a dark red and bright red and painting the insides and the outsides. Now I realized quickly that, you know what, I might be painting it a little bit too much, because again, I want this to look like a wound, not just unpurposeful red stripes. So I went ahead with a cleanup brush and I dipped it in some acetone, and then I decided to kind of take away some of the color, as you guys can see. So if you feel like, okay, I painted a little bit too much, you can remove some of that color by just dipping your brush in acetone just a little bit and kind of stippling some of it away. So basically, once I was where I felt like I wanted to be, I went ahead and cured it for a couple seconds. And just like I did with the blood splatter method, we're going to take our dotting tool and we're going to use the darker red. And don't be afraid to dip it in a little bit thickly, because we want it to look like a glaze. And we're just going to trace not around every single part, but just around some. This is going to give that really, like, the edges look turned up and torn. Now, it is okay if some of the paint gets outside of the wound. You just want to kind of control it in the manner that you feel that it looks best and it looks good. You can do as little or as much blood as you want. I know some people, they've added like staples and just different things like that to make it look really, really cool. Well, I won't say like physical staples, but y'all know what I mean. And then basically after we cure it, we're going to just repeat these steps until you feel comfortable in what you've created. That's the best thing about this. That's why I said there's no right or wrong way. You create the shape, you create however many lines and wounds that you want. This is for more of a slashing, cutting effect, because again, this is like Freddy Krueger is the theme of the nails. But if you want it like, you know, can you say gunshot? How about what they be calling a force multiplier wound? Okay, that's what the video gamers be saying when I listen to their stuff. If you want a force multiplier wound, then you'd make it maybe a little more circular, a little bit more rounded and less slash-like. So this is completely just to have fun. The best part about this is the girls who are coming in for last minute fills, who don't know, should I do something because Halloween is in a week and I'm going out all weekend, or should I hop straight into November? This is great to get like last minute, like, hey guys, I'm doing this for like 2 nails for $5 or something for last minute Halloween deals. Honestly, because it is so quick. I'm not even kidding you guys. So quick. So I'm just taking my brush and I'm just, again, just like the blood splatter technique, and stippling around a little bit. And then at the end, once everything is completely dry and ran its course, I am top coating. Now this, right, this is the real tea. I don't like matte looks. I feel like the shininess makes it look really gory and bloody. So I went ahead with that same paintbrush, one of my paintbrushes earlier. You don't have to dip in acetone. I don't know why I did that. I think I was just experimenting, because mind you, I did this on 2 fingers. But you don't need to dip in acetone. I think I wiped it off. Stipple around the middle, because it will still be top coated, but instead of the top coat sitting thickly on top, it will kind of get down in the grooves and stuff. And I promise you, it'll work so great. I really enjoyed doing this tutorial and doing this look. I've been saving it specifically for getting closer to Halloween. Just like I said, for those last minute little fun vibes, and I honestly was super happy with how it came out. I would totally do this again. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys like Freddy Krueger? Are you guys into Halloween themed nails? Did this help you? And of course, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.